When people think of Christmas, the author they think of is Charles Dickens, and of course his great work, Christmas Carol. But what people don't realize is that, in fact, that great work of literature was influenced by American mill girls of the 1840s in Lowell, Massachusetts. Recent evidence has been found that the Lowell Offering, the Mill Girls magazine, is one of the main influences on Christmas Carol. There are all kinds of things that are connected, ghosts, thematic elements of memory, and even there are places where you can see the connection between the language itself and in the stories by the Mill Girls and the language of the Christmas Carol. Now some might say, oh, he stole it. No, that's not what it was. But in fact, there is clearly an influence. When Dickens came to America in 1842, he was not the Dickens that you would think. He was not the guy with the big beard, somber, sitting there in this photograph. That's really those pictures from the 1860s. In fact, the Dickens that came to America in 1842 was a young guy, no beard, flowing hair, very gaudy waistcoats. He was a bit of a dandy and a ladies' man. And he came to America. He wanted to see what it was all about. He toured the mills at Lowell, Massachusetts, and he was very interested in the girls that were working here, these farm girls. And the fact that they had a literary magazine was astounding to him. And he read it cover to cover, and he wrote about what he had read in American Notes, his travel narrative. And he was very impressed. And scholarship has now arisen by Boston University professor Natalie McKnight and her student Chelsea Ray, and they've written an essay which is in a book that I'm editing, and the essay demonstrates, I think, quite clearly that there was a considerable influence on this great literary masterpiece by lowly mill girls from a New England town. Here in the Boarding House Museum in the National Park, you can see a great part of the exhibit, a bedroom that the girls would have shared. There'd be 4 in this bedroom, 2 per bed. And you see a writing desk. And in fact, the girls wrote home. They wrote letters home, but they also wrote for the Lowell Offering, their literary magazine. And it's astounding to us. We think about, finding time to write. As a creative writer, it's very difficult. But the girls, after many long hours working in the mills, would actually spend time writing creative stories and poems, and those are collected in the Lowell Offering. And Charles Dickens, of course, was very impressed of the quality of the work and that these girls were able to produce that sort of work.